Got a couple of you on here early. We have some bonus JV coverage for you. For those of you joining us early, this is the first set of the JV match. Mustangs and Morrill Lions tied at 5. And now the Mustangs lead 6-5. Thanks for joining us. We're not going to give you much sound here. Try to save the vocal cords for the varsity match, but give you an idea. Try and keep the score up to date for you as we go through the JV matchup here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. And we will mute the sound again just so we don't forget and pick up a hot mic somewhere. But thanks for coming along with us early on here for JV action between the Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. quick update for those of you tuning in early. See, we got a few more of you that have joined us. We do have the sound muted for this JV game, trying to bring you some bonus coverage here of the Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. Mustangs out in front in this second set, 13-9, and they lead this JV match 1-0. We're glad to have you along with us. We'll send you back to volleyball action here. Mute the sound so we don't pick up anything that we shouldn't have on a hot mic. Glad to have you along, and we'll be ready to get the varsity match going here in just a little while.
Maine, son of Lori and George Maine. And parents, if you would stand where you're at, the kids will bring you their flowers and stuff. Another sophomore, Calvin Landry, son of Valerie Mann and stepson of Bill Mann. That's the sophomore class. Junior class, Ryan Wellness, son of Bev and Keith Wellness. India Rickard, daughter of Sarah and Chad Rickard. Justin Branson, son of Sandy and Eric Branson. Leanne Ferguson, daughter of Chris and Dr. Robert Ferguson. That's the junior class. Senior Michael Tinsel, son of Mary and Vic Tinsel. And senior Aaron Archibald, son of Bobby and Alton Archibald. That's your Gordon-Rushville High School cross country team. Give them a big hand.
The 2017 Gordon-Rushville girls golf team would like to welcome everyone parents tonight. This is a special evening set aside each year for our parents of our girls. We would like to thank the parents for their support this season. Please stand to be recognized when your daughter's name is read, parents. Abby Burns is the daughter of Craig and Michelle Burns. Shelby Cooper is the daughter of Randy and Melissa Burns. The daughter of Jerry and Christy Rose. The girls were coached this year by David Morris. A big thank you goes out to Shelley Anderson and Mr. Ellis at the course. They had to work around us at times and always did all they could to accommodate their needs. We couldn't have success as a team without the support of our course, so thank you. Let's give a big hand to the 2017 Gordon-Rushville girls golf team.
If we could have the senior volleyball parents go down to the girls' locker room door, please. On behalf of Coach Turtle Campbell and Coach Lovell and the 2017 Mustang volleyball team, I would like to welcome you to Parents' Night 2017. The coaches and team would like to thank everyone for your support so far this season. Thank you for the meetups, traveling to our games, and supporting us through good times and bad. The team strives every day to be their best, be a family, and to make memories that last a lifetime. Here's your 2017 Mustang volleyball team. The coaches: Steph Lovell, wife of Ryan Lovell, mother of Bree and Key Lovell. Jim Turtle Campbell, wife of Dick Campbell, mother of Danny, Keely, senior Corby, McKaylee, and Grady. And a special thank you to the volunteer assistant coach, Alicia Ostrander. This is the second year Alicia has served as a volunteer assistant. Thank you, Alicia. And the ball girl is McKaylee Campbell. McKaylee is the 7-year-old daughter of Tim and Kim Campbell. Your freshman class of the 2017 daughter of Ted and Heather Bricker. Ashley Davis, daughter of Jeff and Gina Davis. Kelsey Grover, daughter of Fern and Teresa Grover. And parents stand up so you can be recognized. Hannah Hoos, daughter of Brandy and Travis. Key and Bree Level, daughters of Ryan and Steph Level. Madison Moore, daughter of Nicole and Matt Jensen. That's your freshman class. Sophomores, Grace Anderson, daughter of Travis and Angela Anderson. Ashley Bailey, daughter of Robbie and Shelley Bailey. Beth Bray, daughter of Tom and Alicia Bray. Sierra Garrett, daughter of Wendy Youngby. Brooklyn Hathaway, daughter of Nicole and Taylor Hathaway. Michaela Jaggers, daughter of Jeff and Melissa Jaggers. Nicole Knight, daughter of Bert and Jackie Knight. Charlie Bernhardt, daughter of Tanya and Tony Bernhardt. Amanda Smith, daughter of Amy and Todd Smith. That's the sophomore class. Juniors, Jacoby Belsky, daughter of Tony and Cody Hooper, and Kim and Richie Belsky. Faith Bramer, daughter of Ted and Heather Bramer. Brittany Hay, daughter of Nate and Marty Hay. Paige Linders, daughter of Brian and Julie Linders and Tracy Phillips. Gracie Perez, daughter of Erica and Michael Perez. Callie Schultz, daughter of Michelle Schultz. That's your junior class. And your Gordon-Rushville Mustang seniors are Kate Eichenberger, daughter of Brad and Stacey Eichenberger. And Evan Tinsel, daughter of Jason and Diane Tinsel. Seniors, Coach Campbell has a small thank you for each of you. I'll bet you'll never guess what it is. Coach says, thank you to both of you for your hard work, dedication, and hours on the floor and off for the past 4 years. It has gone way too fast. We will miss you both next year and wish you the very best for the rest of your senior year and your future. Let's give the Gordon-Rushville Mustang volleyball team a big round. Thank you.
There we go. So there is the Parents' Night, or there are the Parents' Night festivities. The final home game of the season for these Gordon-Rushville Mustangs as they get ready to take on the Morrill Lions here this evening. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, the Mustangs at 7 wins and 17 losses, and an equally rough year for the Morrill Lions. They come in with a record of 4-19. We will have to mute the sound, as I'm sure we will have copyrighted music. We don't want to mess up our broadcast or your viewing experience there at home. So bear with us as we mute the sound here momentarily as we get closer to the opening serve of today's game between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. They have not started the 16-minute pregame clock. Probably not very far away from that. So a tick over 15 or 16 minutes before we get this one underway from Gordon. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. We'll be ready for volleyball action here in just a few minutes here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. 8.5 minutes left to go in the pregame warm-ups before we get this one underway between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. We'll take a quick look at the starting lineups. We'll catch that again as we get a little closer to game time. But for the visiting Morrill Lions, a season record of 4-19. And their lineup tonight looks like this. Number 2, Laura Sherrod. Number 4 is Stephanie Tarrin. Number 7 is Madison Mendoza. Number 8, Sadie Cooley. Number 9 is Alicia Guru. Number 12 is Jaden Kano. For the Mustangs tonight, slight change in that starting lineup. Number 1 is Jayla Bramer. Number 4 is Callie Schultz. Number 6 is Key Lovell. Number 7, Devin Tinsvold. Number 12 is Jacoby Knight. And number 17 is Gracie Perez. Noticeably absent from tonight's lineup is one of the Mustangs' better players, number 5, Sierra Garrett, in street clothes this evening after an accident in PE class. I believe she's got a concussion and out of the lineup at least tonight. They hope to have her back very, very soon. These Mustangs getting ready to head to the Western Trails Conference Tournament. That'll be this weekend. And Berkeley, where is that at?
I have no idea.
You just get on the bus and go.
Basically.
So the Western Trails Conference Tournament this weekend for these Mustangs. Following that, then next week, we've got a triangular with the Mustangs, the Mitchell Tigers, and the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And that will be some outstanding competition for the Mustangs, as both of those teams each with 4 losses apiece. And so that'll be a tall order for the Mustangs next, I believe that's Tuesday night. Let me take a look. We will have that action for you here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net. Yes, that is Tuesday the 24th, a week from tonight. And my schedule says 4 o'clock in the afternoon for the start time on that. And we'll go with that until we hear otherwise. And then the Mustangs will head to sub-district play, and that is on October 30th, and that will be in Alliance, and we are planning on bringing you that sub-district, first sub-district game for the Mustangs on Monday, October 30th. Of course, the Mustang football team will play their final home game of the season this Friday night as they host the Cozad Haymakers. And Cozad coming in with a record of 2-6 on the season. The Mustangs at 4-4 after last week's loss at Ogallala. The Mustangs would love to finish up with a winning 5-4 record if they can take down the Haymakers on Friday night. We certainly hope that you will join us. We'll have all of that action for you as well. Tentative start time on that game Friday night is 6 o'clock, but Cozad coming a long ways. Sometimes they move that start time up, and so that is subject to change. The best way to find that out is to check out the grmustangs.org website, check out the calendar, and make sure before you tune in or head out to the game on Friday night. Under 5 minutes to go in this warm-up stretch between the Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. The Lions on the floor right now in those white jerseys as the Mustangs have headed back to the locker room for some final words of advice from Coach Kim Campbell. Glad to have you along with us. We're going to mute the sound and step aside for just a bit here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net. We will be back with the starting lineups in just a minute. Thanks for joining us. One other note, if those of you watching are Twitter users, we'd sure love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for tonight. Include the handle at SC Journal Star right there at the top of your screen. And we'll include those tweets. We'll try and have those going in between games briefly.
Notice any untamed acreage here, a retaining wall that needs rebuilding, or an old gnarled tree stump in the middle of a field. Why? You won't notice any untamed acreage here, a retaining wall that needs rebuilding, or an old gnarled tree stump in the middle of a field. Why? Because it's already been taken care of. That's why. New Holland has the power and versatility to create whatever world you imagine. Get 0% financing for up to 84 months on any compact tractor at your local New Holland dealer. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
Vice President, we welcome you to Gordon-Rushville, home of the Mustangs. Hi guys. We hope you guys will enjoy the game tonight. And this is high school sports, so of course we care very much about sportsmanship.
That's right, Bill. You can help us out by doing the following.
Showing all respect for officials,
players, and coaches. Not using foul language or ridiculing others. Respecting the facilities and picking up your trash. Applauding all good shots or plays, and most of all, keeping the games fun and
memorable. Cheering for your team and not against your friends. Just be great fans. With your help on all these things, it'll be a great match.
good luck to all our opponents and the rest of us. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Mustang.
Now please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And now for the starting lineups. First we got the Morrill Lions. First we got number 2, Laura Sherry. She's a sophomore. We got number 4, Stephanie Terran. And she's a senior. 7, Addison Mendoza. She's a freshman. Number 8, Sadie Cooley. She's a sophomore. Number 9, Alyssa Garou. She's a freshman. And number 12, Jane Kano. She's a freshman. The coaches are Caleb Wiggins and Amanda Hopkins.
is the starting lineups. There are the starting lineups for these two teams. Glad to have you along with us here this evening. The Mustangs with an outstanding introduction, that a lot of fun this season with that. We're ready to get things underway here, and as we said earlier, the Mustangs at 7-17, the Morrill Lions at 4-19. Starters for the Mustangs tonight: Jayla Bramer, Callie Schultz, Key Lovell, Devin Tinsvold, Jacoby Knight, and Gracie Perez. The libero, as it has been for most all the season, is number 16, Beth Bragg, in that pink libero jersey. So we are ready to get things moving here. Starting things off with the serve tonight for the Morrill Lions will be Jaden Kano, ready to serve it up and put it into play. Both these teams are graduated some pretty key players from their team a year ago, and both going through a rebuilding process. This is Bramer in the middle with a good swing right off the bat, and dug out, and then this one returned well beyond the end line, and the Mustangs right off the bat are out in front 1-0. So this will be Gracie Perez back to serve. And she puts it into play. Deep serve that time. And that was Guru having trouble with it. And that is an ace for Gracie Perez. Guru, I believe, is a freshman. She is, and if I'm not mistaken, probably the daughter of the Morrill Lions basketball coach, Josh Guru. And there is a nice play that time that'll get the Morrill Lions on the board, as that was Laura Sherrod with the kill. Now Sherrod back to serve for Morrill, and into the game comes number 11, Libby Schaefer, for the Morrill Lions. The Mustangs out in front 2-1. This will be Devin Tinsvold from the left side. Off-speed attack that time by Taryn. Into the middle for Bramer, blocked at the net. She'll try it again, and that one's out of play, and we are tied at 2. Well, Laura Sherrod back to serve again. This one drops in nicely. A free ball across. We'll go left side for Taryn. Now here's Callie Schultz with a big swing. That one is long. And just like that, the Morrill Lions out in front 3-2. So Sherrod with a deep serve this time. Devin Tinsvold pushes that one across. This will be Stephanie Taryn, blocked at the net by the Mustangs. Schultz finally decides to take that, send the free ball across for Gordon-Rushville. Bad set that time, and that's going to cost the Lions, as that one won't clear the net, and we are tied at 3. Let's see if we can get our replay up and running. We've struggled with that a little bit over the last few weeks, as that is a point for the Mustangs as Morrill hits it into the net. We'll see if we can catch some of these better plays throughout the evening. Now Callie Schultz back to serve. Wastes no time, puts it into play. This will go to the right side this time. Now here's Jacoby Knight, puts that one into the net, and we're tied at 4. So both of these teams have gone through their struggles this season. Now here's Devin Tinsvold from the right side, finds an open space and knocks that one in for the Mustang point, 5-4. Morrill at 4-19, the Mustangs at 7-17, and so both of these teams developing some depth and some young players this season. That one barely skims the ceiling and comes across to the Mustangs. Here's Devin Tinsvold with another nice drive. Now they'll set it left side for Knight. Good swing that time by Jacoby Knight. In the middle, miscommunication by the Lions, and that one falls to the floor in between Schaefer and Guru. Now Jayla Bramer back to serve, and the Mustangs out in front 6-4. Good serve that time by Bramer. And Schaefer with the free across to the Mustangs. They'll try Knight again from that left side. Defeats the block, and down it goes for another Mustang point, 7-4. The Mustangs on a 3-point run here. Jayla with another good serve. This one all the way across. Key Level able to reach up and send that back to the Lions. That one blocked at the net. Combination of Tinsvold and Level. And it's 8-4. Try the left side. This is Guru, and she just has to push it across. They'll pop it up. This is Knight, punches that one across. Guru is there to dig it out. Mustangs back to work here. Knight, that one may have been a little bit long, but played by the Lions, and 2 hits, the violation on Morrill, and it's 9-4. And the Morrill Lions want to talk this one over. We got a timeout. Mustangs out in front in the first set.
Stop into True Value of Gordon and check out their fall into winter sale going on now. Save big on snow blowers, DeWalt drills, gas-powered leaf blowers, and buy 2 get 1 free on Easy Care paints. Grocery Mart is your locally owned hometown grocery store. This week, enjoy big savings on select General Mills products, boneless beef top, round roast, pork chops, yogurt, and much more. Grocery Mart is open 7 days a week at 228 North Main Street in Gordon. The Italian Inn in Gordon serves up delicious burgers and steaks, as well as great Italian food and much more in a friendly hometown atmosphere. Open for lunch and dinner, the Italian Inn is located at 200 North Main Street in Gordon.
Well, at 20 after 6 on a Tuesday evening, the Italian Inn sounds pretty fantastic to me right now.
Clint, you can take me for supper.
All right, let's do that. 9-4. Mustangs out in front by 5. And another good serve by Jayla Bramer. And another Mustang point. And another 2-hit violation. And now that lead has grown to 6 for Gordon-Rushville. Well, we were tied at 4. It's been 6 straight points for the Mustangs. And a good run here. Guru with the free ball across to Gordon-Rushville. Perez able to get to that one, and Devin Tinsvold just finds the back line for another Mustang point to make it 11-4. Jayla Bramer has got that serve working for her right now. Perez pops this one up. Jacoby Knight from the left side. Sharp angle shot right inside the sideline. 12-4. And the Mustangs on a roll. And now Morrill are going to substitute. This is going to be Sadie Cooley coming in as Libby Schaefer heads to the bench. Cooley comes in the middle of that front row. And there is an ace serve by Jayla Bramer. 9 straight for the Mustangs. And Jayla Bramer has it working tonight. Now miscommunication. And this is going to be a free ball across by the Mustangs. Great job. Great defensive job that time by Gordon-Rushville to get that one across. Now here's Guru pushing it over. Jacoby Knight with the quick attack. Morrill able to get that quick tip to just clear the tape. Devin Tinsvold drops that one in for a Mustang point. Hard fought rally that time, but it extends the Mustang lead to 10 at 14-4. Taryn, a little trouble with that serve. But the Lions are able to recover, and it falls in between Bramer and Schultz as the Lions finally able to break the streak. So Kano comes out, and into the lineup comes Ashton Hoffman, number 18, up into the front row. The serve this time by Mendoza. 9 on the attack. And we're going to have a lift called on the Mustangs. And it'll be Mendoza with another serve here at 14-6. Mendoza misfired on that one. And the Mustangs will get the serve back. Now Maddie Schmidt comes into the game along with Grace Anderson. Schmidt into that front row. Anderson back to serve, 15-6. First set here from Gordon. This set a little bit tight to the net. And they're going to say that was one of the Mustangs in the net. And it's 15-7. Now Sadie Cooley with the serve. Good serve that time by Cooley. Set it in the middle for Key Level. Blocked at the net. Overpass that time. Quick reaction by Anderson. Now they'll try that middle again. That one off the top of the net. And down for a point for the Morrill Lions. I think that was Laura Sherrod on the attack that time. Cooley with another serve here. That one beyond the end line. And the Mustangs out in front now 16-8. The Mustangs led by 10 at one point. And now Jacoby Knight with that jump serve. This will be a free ball across to Gordon-Rushville. They'll set it up quickly. Anderson sets it into the middle for Level. And a net violation on the Morrill Lions. Makes it 17-8. Knight with another serve here. And that is an ace for Jacoby Knight. Off of Cooley, she was unable to handle it. And that pushes the lead back to 10. Knight's jump serve a little bit too low that time as it's in the net, 18-9. And back to serve goes Alicia Guru. Callie Schultz on the off-balance attack, but gets it across. And that one out of bounds and another Mustang point. 19-9, and substitutions again for the Morrill Lions as Hoffman comes out, Kano back in. And now Key Level on to serve for the Mustangs. Well, a whole lot of young talent for this Mustang squad, and we've seen a lot of different lineups, as that's going to be a lift called on the Morrill Lions. Lots of different players getting in. Depends on the week and the day and the set as to who gets into that lineup, and we're seeing a couple of folks in there that we haven't seen for a week or so. Here's a big drive by Stephanie Tarrin, but that one's well beyond the end line, and the Mustangs lead at 21-9. We're getting a little longer look at Schultz and Lovell, along with Maddie Schmidt in there with some quality reps here this evening. And there is another good serve by the Mustangs. Pushes that lead to 22-9. Morrill's going to call a timeout here in the first set.
Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company, offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Great Plains Communications offers fast internet speeds to keep up with the growing demands of your home or business. See what's available in your area by visiting our new forward-thinking website, www.gpcom.com. Come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot's always on.
All right, thank you, Berkeley. Panicked for a minute. I pushed the wrong button on the computer, but that's all good. 22-9. Mustangs out in front in the first set. Key Level back to serve for the Mustangs. Not a whole lot of Twitterers out there this evening.
Apparently not, or maybe they just don't like us.
They're just nervous. They'll go to the middle this time. And a good pass, but nobody home to receive it for the Mustangs. It's now 22-10, and now back to serve Jaden Kano. Anderson sets it in the middle for Bramer. She's going to have to tip that one across. Now Stephanie Tarrin blocked at the net. And another tip try. Anderson sets it up. Here's Schultz on the attack, but low and into the net. She had a big block set up in front of her. Tried to thread the needle and got a little too much net. It's now 22-11, and a good serve that time will result in a free ball across to the Lions. Taryn pushes it across, and the Mustangs back to work. That one really tight to the net, but that one outside of the antenna as Maddie Schmidt tried to get to it, but not much room over there by the ref's stand. So 22-12. Jayla Bramer, big swing off the block and out of bounds. Jayla got the rhythm that time and defeated the block. Gracie Perez comes in to serve Devin Tinsvold. Devin Tinsvold back into that front row, and the Mustangs out in front 23-12. Quick tip try that time, but Knight is there. Devin Tinsvold blocked at the net. I'll say 4 hits on the Mustangs, and 23-13. Laura Sherrod back to serve again. Schultz with the set this time. Bramer able to tip it through and finds the open spot for another kill. That'll bring up set point, 24-13. Athletic move that time by Bramer, able to get up there and find a place to go with that ball. Softly tipped over to the Mustangs this time. Bramer will send the free ball across. The Mustangs try to reset. Now they'll have a free ball to work with here. Perez pops it up. This will be Knight from the left side. Into the middle they go, but 2 hits called on the Morrill Lions, and the first set ends with the Mustangs out in front 25-13. We head to the second here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net.
Do you have enough cash to protect you and your family in the event of an illness or injury? Do you have a safety net? This is Major Medical Insurance. We all know that it's something our family shouldn't live without. If something unfortunate happens, it helps cover most of our medical expenses like our doctor's bills or prescriptions. But while you're focusing on getting better, who's helping with the other expenses in your life? The important things, the things your family needs and cares about.
Aflac!
Aflac helps pick up where Major Medical leaves off, and it helps cover the expenses that matter most. Aflac knows it's hard to go without cash, even for a short period of time. That's why it pays you cash quickly. You can use the cash to help with essential things like your mortgage, your groceries, or you can use it to help with unexpected costs like transportation to the doctor or childcare while you're trying to get well. Aflac offers a wide range of policies that fit most budgets. So if something like this happens, you can protect things like this and help provide your family with a safety net. Get Aflac in addition to your Major Medical and let them work together to help protect your family. Aflac, we've got you under our wing.
So the student section having a good time so far this evening. Mustangs lead at 1-0. Key Level out of that lineup, replaced by Beth Bragg, the libero, into that back row. Gracie Perez back to serve for the Mustangs to start this second set. It'll be Perez, Bragg, and Knight in the back row. Tinsvold, Schultz, and Bramer in the front row as we get this one underway. Into the middle they go this time for Sherrod. And Morrill will take the early 1-0 lead. Kano back to serve. And this is a very, very young Morrill Lions team, much like this Mustang squad. There's a big swing from Jayla Bramer. She knocked that one down with authority. Morrill Lions with just 2 seniors on their team, just like the Mustangs. So both of these teams looking ahead towards the future. They'll go right side for Devin Tinsvold, blocked at the net. That set a little too close to the net. And Morrill leads it 2-1. Sherrod back to serve again. And Perez just able to get to that and pop it over the net. They'll go to the middle this time. And that one's off of Schultz and out of bounds. 3-1. Morrill with the lead early in this second set. Clint Anderson and Berkeley Haig along with you this evening. Not sure that we mentioned that earlier. Certainly glad to have each and every one of you along with us tonight. Into the middle for Bramer. Big swing right down to the corner it goes. And that makes things better in a hurry when you find number 1 in the middle. Key Level back into the front. And Bragg, the libero, heads to the bench. Jayla Bramer with the serve. That one just into the net. And she'll head out. And back in comes Beth Bragg. 4-2 now. Morrill with a 2-point lead. This is Stephanie Tarrin. They go right side for Tinsvold. Good swing that time by Devin. She gets the kill and pulls the Mustangs back within 1. It's 4-3. Now the Mustangs will make those substitutions. Schmidt comes in. Grace Anderson will serve as the setter. She goes back to serve. The Mustangs trail by 1. And that is an ace serve for Grace Anderson. Ties it at 4. Grace Anderson with another serve. They'll go left side this time for Guru. Had to reach back behind her to get to that set. And now Jacoby Knight. Into the middle this time. The Mustangs are there and ready. A middle attack again, but this one is wide. And another point for the Mustangs as Libby Schaefer on the attack that side, or that time from the middle. The Mustangs out in front now 5-4. A good serve right down the sideline that time. And Guru with the free ball. Jacoby Knight, something went horribly wrong that time. Misfired under the net. We are tied at 5. Kano comes out. Hoffman into the Morrill Lion lineup. And back to serve Madison Mendoza. There's Maddie Schmidt on the attack. And now Guru, big swing that time. Schultz able to get a hand on it. Now Schultz will send the free ball across. A little miscommunication for a moment there by the Morrill Lions. Jacoby Knight, big swing that time, all the way back to the net. And that'll be a Mustang point. A little too much on that pass up to the net. Ended up in the net. And the Mustangs back ahead at 6-5. Morrill will push this one across. Mustangs scrambling here, but able to get it across and just wide of the sideline. We're tied at 6. And now Cooley back in to serve. Off of the rafter, but the Mustangs recover. Schmidt with the free ball. Schmidt able to get underneath of that one. And Schultz bumps it across. The Mustangs trying to regroup here. Anderson with the soft set that time, and they're going to get her for 2 hits. Kind of an off-balance attempt by Grace Anderson. And she'll get called for the violation. And now Morrill in front, 7-6. We'll try the left side for Callie Schultz off the blocker. Taryn is there to be able to gather it in for the Morrill Lions. They recover and get it across. Into the middle for Key Lovell this time off the blocker and finds the floor. Key Lovell went up against Laura Sherrod on the solo block that time, enough to get it just enough of Sherrod's fingertips to get it to drop into that open spot in the Morrill Lion defense. We're tied at 7, and now Key Lovell back to serve. Key tried to find the sideline, but missed wide. And now Morrill back in front. That brings up Alicia Guru. Into the middle they go for Bramer. Found the back corner. She took a little bit off that time. She knew where she wanted to go with it and had the time to get it there. So Schmidt checks out as Gracie Perez comes back in. Tinsvold into that front row in place of Grace Anderson. Stephanie Taryn on the attack, but that one is long. And it's 9-8. Back and forth in this second set. Mustangs lead it 1-0. And Gracie Perez back to serve. That returned into the net. That's trouble for the Morrill Lions, and the Mustangs now with a 2-point lead. Maybe the biggest lead for either team in this second set. They'll try Stephanie Taryn from that left side, but a little too tight to the net and a little too far outside. She couldn't do much with it. Mustangs with another point here, and it's 11-8. A free ball across. The Mustangs ready to set it up and go to work on offense. Here's Callie Schultz over the top of the block this time. And now here's Sherrod on the attack, but that one is out. Out. Mustangs with another point here, right at the feet of the line judge. And so it's 12-8. A low line drive that time, all the way across to the Mustangs. Dangerous pass. Taryn whiffs on it, and the Mustangs get lucky this time. And now we do have a timeout called on the floor. Morrill with their first timeout of the set. They lead it 13-8.
First National Bank of Gordon is proudly celebrating over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Welcome back to school, Mustangs, and good luck this season. Ask us about our competitive student checking accounts. Hin's Home Furnishings offers a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. Even if you don't see it, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Did you know Strong Insurance is your independent insurance agency? We represent a variety of insurance companies and sell the products that most appropriately meet the needs of our clients. As an independent agent, we review many quotes and offer our clients the best policy options available. We don't work for any one insurance company. We work for you.
So 13-8, the Mustangs have opened up a 5-point lead after a hotly contested early part of this second set. Gracie Perez serves it up, and that is an ace. Perez keeps the string alive and pushes that lead to 14-8. That one up close to the net. Morrill able to recover. There's a set right into the middle. They're going to say that Bramer lifted it just a little bit too much. They'll make it 14-9. Bramer had to go a long way to get to that. And nobody's going to get to that pass. 14-10. Beth Bragg dicks that one out. Not a good set that time. And another Morrill Lion point, 14-11. Another tough pass, but the Mustangs not going to recover from that one either. And so now the Mustangs out of sync here as this short middle serve has caused the Mustangs some heartburn. And now Coach Campbell is going to call a timeout, talk this one over. 14-12.
Sides in Milburn Ford is your local Ford dealer, offering a great selection of new Fords and quality used vehicles. Sides in Milburn also offers service and detailing and is a dealer of Bad Boy mowers. See their full inventory at sidesinmilburn.com or stop by their lot on Highway 20 in Rushville. Check out the great selection of sale items now at Hens Clothing in Gordon. They also have a great selection of sportswear, casual wear, jeans, shoes, and much more. Come to Hens Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon.
The Mustangs back out ready to go as they lead it by 2, 14-12. Jaden Kano with a good string of serves here. Both teams with one timeout left in this second set. Gracie Perez sets it up for Callie Schultz that time. Off the side of the blocker and out of bounds for the Mustangs point. Schultz breaks the string, and now she'll step back to serve. 15-12. Kano sets it in the middle for Taryn. That's off of a couple of Mustangs and out of play. Mustangs made a late run in that first set to pull away, but this one has been tight throughout. There's Jacoby Knight on the attack. Good attack that time, all the way back to the Mustangs side. Jayla Bramer with the drive, and that one will find the floor. The Mustangs now back to a 3-point advantage at 16-13. Jayla Bramer back to serve. Morrill out of sync. Mustangs try to take advantage. The quick tip try that time by Gracie Perez. Stephanie Taryn off the top of the net. A Mustang blocker. Here's Jacoby Knight. Good swing that time. And Jacoby with the kill. Extends the lead to 4. Well, these Mustangs have come a long ways from the first match of the season when we saw them against Shadron. Perez behind her back all the way across the net. And that one in the net by Mendoza. 18-13. Good serve that time by Jayla Bramer. Mustangs ready to go to work. Knight, her attack is in the net. Now Bramer out, Bragg in to the back row. Stephanie Taryn back to serve. Devin Tinsvold from that right side, and one of the Morrill Lions was in the net. May have been Guru on that block attempt. 19-14. Now Grace Anderson into the lineup to serve along with Maddie Schmidt. That attack finds the floor on the Mustangs side, as that was Libby Schaefer on the attack 19-15. Now Madison Mendoza back to serve. That one way up into the rafters, came out at a bad angle. That one got in on Callie Schultz in a hurry. Caromed around the rafters for a bit and right back down. 19-16. Callie able to handle this one a whole lot better. Now here is Maddie Schmidt, but that one is just outside of the sideline. And another Morrill Lion point, 19-17. The Mustangs trying to keep Morrill from climbing any closer here. Another one out of the rafters on the serve. Well, the Mustangs will get the free ball across, try to regroup. They'll go right side this time on the attack, but Schmidt is there to dig it out. They'll go back to Maddie Schmidt, off the blocker, off of Taryn, and down for a Mustang point. Well, Maddie Schmidt pulled the trigger that time, makes it 20-17, and now Knight back to serve. Jacoby drops that jump serve right down onto the deck. Well done. 21-17. Mustang student section trying to give Jacoby a little help, but that one doesn't get to the net. 21-18. Cooley comes in to serve in place of Schaefer. Anderson sets it left side for Schultz. Now Stephanie Taryn across court. That's going to fall in there, and another Morrill Lion point. The lead is cut to 2 once again. 21-19 late in the second set. Mustangs lead it 1-0. Anderson into the middle for Key Level. Soft tip try that time. Taryn was there, able to get a hand under it, but nobody there to help bring it across. And 22-19, Key Level back to serve. A little off on that pass by the Lions, and then miscommunication on the part of the Mustangs. Lets it fall into the middle. It's 22.
It should be 22-20.
I think it should be 22-20. I think the scoreboard operator did the same thing that I did. The scoreboard shows 23-19. Anderson sets it for Schultz, off the block and down for a Mustang point. Again, I think that scoreboard is incorrect. The scoreboard shows that this is set point. And nobody caught it. And now they're gonna hold up play and double check this. Then maybe they'll find the mistake here. Berkeley and I had talked about things to fill up the space with when we got to this part of the game with the down ref trying to sort out some of this, as it should be 23-20. And now they've got it 23-19, but all right, we'll go with that. That one up into the rafters, and another Mustang point. So now it will be 24-20. There, they got it changed. Yep, okay. 24-20, and now this will be set point for the Mustangs. Gracie Perez puts it into play. Mendoza slaps it across, and here's Callie Schultz, big swing. Guru able to dig it out of there, more out of self-defense than anything. Beth Bragg pops it up, and it'll be a free ball across to the Morrill Lions. They'll go left side for Stephanie Taryn, but she launches that one. And the Mustangs win the second set 25-20. They now lead it 2-0. And Berkeley, while we have an opportunity, why don't you tell us just a little bit about Diamonds and Denim?
Come help the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation purchase new furniture for the residents of Countryside Care and have a great time in the process. The annual Diamonds and Denim dinner and auction will be held Saturday, November 4th at the Gordon American Legion. There will be a social hour at 5:30, dinner at 6:30, and an auction at 7:30. Tickets are available at the Rushville Clinic, Gordon Memorial Hospital, and the Gordon Chamber of Commerce, or at the door.
To get those tickets early, they're going to cost you a little bit more at the door. That's Saturday, November 4th. Great event. Come out and help Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation.
There is a new world out there, revealing itself in unpredictable ways. A world that demands more from the land and those who grow, farm, and build on it. This new world calls for the ingenuity to get more out of it, while preserving as much as we can. After all, to stay ahead of tomorrow, we need to be equipped for it today.
Okay, hopefully things are coming through now. Apologies as our broadcast software crashed. The Mustangs have just evened it up at 1. I guess if you're going to have that happen, have it happen during the break between games. Hopefully that didn't drop the service for a whole bunch of you there at home. Doesn't look like it did. Tied at 1. Third set. Away we go. Beth Bragg on the dig. They'll go in the middle for Jayla Bramer. A little too much tape that time. Morrill out in front 2-1. Technology is always great when it works. So this will be Laura Sherrod back to serve for Morrill. Just catches the top of the net. A free ball across by the Mustangs. Stephanie Taryn sends it across. Quick soft tip try that time by Gracie Perez. Kind of a nonchalant, here you go. Falls in well. And we're tied at 2. Now Callie Schultz drives that one deep. Mendoza with a nice shot to send it across for Morrill. Gracie Perez not able to get to it, and the result will not get all the way to it. The result is a Morrill Lion point. They now lead it 3-2. Stephanie Taryn back to serve. Mustangs out in front 2-0. That was, we'll adjust our scoreboard. There is a nice drive that time by Devin Tinsvold. She sent that one home in a hurry. We were in the process of updating our scoreboard when everything went blank on us before. So we are tied at 3. This will be Guru with the free ball across. They'll go left side for Tinsvold. Drop that one over the blockers. Nicely done, Devin Tinsvold. Devin's having a nice night. 4-3. As we said earlier, the Mustangs this weekend will head to the Western Trails Conference Tournament. We'll certainly see some outstanding competition over there, as that's an ace for the Mustangs. 5-3 now the lead. Jayla Bramer with another good serve that time. We will have our next volleyball broadcast, 2 aces in a row. Our next volleyball broadcast will be next Tuesday night, a week from tonight, as the Mustangs will head down to a triangular down in the valley, where they will face off against Mitchell and Bridgeport. 2 very, very good teams, and that one in the net to make it 6-4. Mendoza back to serve, and into the lineup comes Ashton Hoffman into the front row. The schedule says 4 o'clock next Tuesday afternoon. We certainly hope that you will join us. That one into the rafters and right back down. Another kill for Devin Tinsvold. And now that substitution as Maddie Schmidt comes into the front row Gracie Perez heads to the bench along with Devin Tinsvold. Grace Anderson, the new setter, comes in and she will serve. And that one out of bounds. Odd looking serve that time by Grace Anderson. And now Cooley comes in to serve for the Morrill Lions. Beth Bragg tried to set that serve. Instead, it rolls off her fingertips out of bounds. 7-6. Bragg does a much better job this time. Here's Key Level on the attack. Gets that one to fall. And the Mustangs back up by 2. Good quick reaction and quick attack that time by Key Level. Get a good swing on that and knock it down. So now Jacoby Knight winds up that jump serve and sends it into play. Free ball to the Mustangs. This is Callie Schultz. Big swing off the blocker. Nice job that time by Cooley to dig it, but then a lift. And the Mustangs now lead it by 3. And that one's going to be in the net. And another Mustang point. It's now 10-6. The Mustangs trying to get a little separation here. And Morrill again having trouble with that serve receive, creating trouble getting them into their offense. Key Level, big swing that time. Cooley was there to dig it out. Anderson sets the left side. That's Schultz, blocked at the net. And that's a Morrill Lion point. 10-7. And now Alicia Guru back to serve. They'll go left side. This is Schmidt with a sharp angle shot. Give Maddie Schmidt the kill. 11-7. Bramer into the front row. Bragg, the libero, will get a little bit of a breather. Key Level back to serve. High arcing serve this time by Key. Into the middle for Sherrod. They'll try Schultz from the left side again. Not a good set that time by the Lions. That's Mendoza on the attack. Now here's Bramer, an off-balance shot, but able to get it across. Good rally here into the middle for Bramer. And another good dig. Schultz from the left side, over top of the blocker this time, but Guru is there. Now Stephanie Tarrin. Mustangs with some good defense. A free ball across by Bramer. And finally, a mistake. It's a lift going to be called on the Morrill Lions. And what a rally that time. The Mustangs come out on top. They lead it now 12-7. And Level will serve again. Good serve that time by Key Level. And a Mustang point. (13-7). Morrill having trouble deciding who is going to take that. Anderson pops it up. Now this will be Stephanie Tarrin from the left side, but she hits it deeply into the net. And it's 14-7. We hope that you'll join us for the Mustangs' final home football game of the season as they host the Cozad Haymakers this Friday night. Tentative game time scheduled for 6 o'clock. You'll want to check that out just to be sure. Callie Schultz left side. Good swing. Finds the sideline and another Mustang point. 15-7. And a timeout called by the Morrill Lions. 15-7 in the third set. Mustangs out in front.
Come see the pros at Napa Auto Parts in Gordon for all of your automotive parts and service needs. They're open from 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 7 to 12:30 on Saturdays at the corner of 1st and Main in Gordon. The certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Visit with CPAs Sarah Ritgarn or Mike Coombs or any of their other professional staff at 216 South Main in Gordon or call 282-0842 for all of your tax, payroll, and accounting needs. Come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot's always on.
Well, 15-7 in the third set. Mustangs have pulled away to an 8-point advantage. Key level with the serve. Schmidt, Bramer, and Schultz in the front row. Anderson, Knight, and Key level in the back row for the Mustangs. They'll go left side for Stephanie Taryn. Knight is there. Into the middle for Bramer. Good swing, but an even better block at the net. Schultz tips it across. Guru is there to send it back to the Mustangs. They regroup into the middle for Bramer. She had Sherrod looking her right in the face and hit it into the net. 15-8. Kano back to serve. I'll try Taryn from that left side, but she finds the net. And it's 16-8. Gracie Perez in to serve. Maddie Schmidt and Grace Anderson to the bench. Devin Tinsvold back into that front row. That one trickles down the net, falls on the Mustangs side. The Mustangs still lead it by 7. That is a good serve just inside the end line. Makes it 16-10. Laura Sherrod with that good serve for the Morrill Lions. And of course, we are anxiously anticipating another fantastic season of basketball in this winter sports season. Good swing that time by Jayla Bramer. Off the blocker and down to the floor it goes. 17-10. We certainly hope that you will join us for a whole lot of fantastic basketball action this season with the Mustangs. If you'd like to sponsor part of one of these broadcasts, we would love to have you. Here's Mendoza with the attack. Mustangs hanging around. Good job defensively that time to keep it alive. They go into the middle for Schaefer. That one's off of Bragg and into the stands. We're always looking for sponsors. If you would like to be a part of this, we would love to have you. Contact the Journal-Star office at 282-0118. Talk to Jordan or Rachel, and they'll get you set up. And there's a nice drive. Morrill trying to recover. Stephanie Taryn will bank it off of the ceiling and back down on the Mustang side, and that'll be a Mustang point, 18-11. Well, we will cover a lot of territory this winter as we follow the Mustangs on their travels. Blocked at the net by Devin Tinsvold. And Devin's had quite a night here. 19-11. That Mustang lead has grown to 8. And that one blocked at the net again by the Mustangs. It's now 20-11. Morrill's going to call their second timeout of the set. Their second and final timeout. And one last chance for Berkeley to tell you about some of our fantastic sponsors.
The Italian Inn in Gordon serves up delicious burgers and steaks, as well as great Italian food and much more in a friendly hometown atmosphere. Open for lunch and dinner, the Italian Inn is located at 200 North Main Street in Gordon. Grocery Mart is your locally owned hometown grocery store. This week, enjoy big savings on select General Mills products, boneless beef top round roast, pork chops, yogurt, and much more. Grocery Mart is open 7 days a week at 228 North Main Street in Gordon.
What else do you need if you got pork chops, top round, and yogurt, right?
Sounds like what we need for a Husker party.
That's right. That's right. We get to take a break this weekend finally. Maybe that's a good thing.
Hopefully.
20-11. Mustangs back out onto the floor. Jayla Bramer with the serve. Callie Schultz, Gracie Perez, Jacoby Knight, Devin Tinsvold, and I think that's Key Level back out there on the floor for the Mustangs. They'll go right side for Tinsvold off the block. A collision between two Morrill Lions. Key Level smacks it back into the Morrill Lions side. Schaefer with the soft tip, and they're going to say that was Level in the net on the block attempt for the Mustangs, and it's now 20-12. Ashton Hoffman back into the front row for Morrill. Mendoza back to serve. Beth Bragg into the lineup for the Mustangs. Perez pops up the set. Key Level with the free ball across, but that's a good one. Morrill able to recover and get it across. They'll try Tinsvold from that right side again. Soft tip again by Perez into the net, and results in a point for Gordon-Rushville. 21-12. Perez will sub out. Maddie Schmidt into the front row. Good to see Maddie getting some playing time here tonight. Tinsvold to the bench. Grace Anderson in to serve. 21-12. Mustangs trying to close it out here in 3 straight sets. They lead it 2-0. They'll go right side to Cooley. And now Schmidt. Anderson tracks it down. She'll set it up for Knight. Off the blockers and out of bounds. Good swing for number 12 that time. Extends the Mustang lead to 10. And now number 15, Tate Eichenberger, is going to come into the game in place of Key Level. And that one is not coming back. Score one for the Mustangs, 23-12. And Grace Anderson with another serve. Anderson puts it into play. Not a good pass that time, and another free ball opportunity for Gordon-Rushville. They'll go left side for Knight, but that one's well beyond the end line. 23-13. Cooley back to serve. So Sadie Cooley. Good serve that time, and Callie Schultz with the misfire on the serve receive. 23-14. Well, be sure to join us Friday night. Mustangs and the Haymakers. Mustangs looking to exact a bit of revenge, as here's Eichenberger on the attack. Slapped back to the Mustangs. Into the middle for Tate again. That one is not quite going to find the floor. Great defense that time again. Here's Knight. Cooley's attack all the way across. There's Eichenberger for the kill. That's a big one for Tate Eichenberger there. You know she liked that one. 24-14 brings up match point, much to the delight of the Mustang bench across the way. 24-14, this is for the match. Served by Jacoby Knight. Cooley sets it up. It'll be a free ball across to the Mustangs. Anderson sets it into the middle for Eichenberger. Blocked at the net, though. Nice job that time by Guru and Sherrod as they teamed up for the block that time. 24-15. Guru back to serve, and it'll be match point again. Not a good pass that time, and the Lions inch a bit closer. It's 24-16. Callie Schultz softly across this time. They'll try the left side for Stephanie Tarrin, and that one, they're going to say no touch. Now, there's some discussion here between the up official and the down official. The line judge called it out with no touch. They're going to say it is out of bounds. No touch by the Mustangs. That will finish it. The Mustangs win this one in 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-20, and 25-16 over the Morrill Lions. The Mustangs improve to 8-17 on the season. Morrill falls to 4-20. For Berkeley Haig, thanks for doing the video for us here this evening. I'm Clint Anderson. The Mustangs win it 3 straight sets over the Morrill Lions here tonight. We certainly hope you'll join us on Friday night for the Mustang football team as they host the Cozad Haymakers on Friday night. Tentative start time 6 o'clock. And then next Tuesday, a week from today, 4 o'clock start for the Mustangs in the Triangular against Mitchell and Bridgeport. Thanks for joining us here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. We encourage you to thank all of the sponsors of today's game, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday night. For everybody at the Sheridan County Journal-Star, thanks for joining us here from Gordon.